And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Stanford's offense takes the field to start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. The Cavaliers offense will get the ball for the first time. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get...
There he goes!
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll try the run. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Looking for a man. It's Morris. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Off play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Cavaliers will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the Cavaliers line it up with a 1st and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Harris. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. They go to the ground. Brings it to the open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Moving away from pressure. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it.
Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going to run it. Runs through the tackle.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got the back over the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Morris. Here comes the heat. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Offense working from the pistol. They'll go to the ground. He'll try to take it back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Cavaliers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass, it's Morris. Touchdown, Virginia! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Stanford quickly to the line.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And he really needed to to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. Another incompletion on third down.
And you've got to go for this on fourth down. I mean, this offense hasn't even punted yet in this game anyway, and they've gone for it on fourth down a few times early, but the field position dictates that you're absolutely going for it here. Trailing on the scoreboard, you've got to dial up a good play. You've got to get your best playmaker the football.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it in. It's Harris. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is on its way. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Unloads it left. Can't make the connection. There, caused the missed timing. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Looking downfield, it's Morris. He makes the grab. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Cavaliers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. He's looking deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going back to the well, another deep ball. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. John. Enough time for one final play in this half. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air, it's Morris. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. From the gun, the ground game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to pass. It's Morris. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia! And the stomping has commenced. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, there's being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Finds the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incompletion.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Wide receiver comes in motion. They just keep firing. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ennis. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. 1st down here for the offense. Back to throw, it's Morris. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. He wants to change this route. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires it down the seam. Oh, he had it right. In the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Stanford wants to push the pace. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Brown will throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got his man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So first down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. The quick out. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. The hand to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting...
Touchdown, Cavaliers! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a winner in the battle of the Willamette Valley between Oregon and Oregon State. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Brown wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Virginia. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's got the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Stanford quickly to the line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Farrell. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Quarterback moving. Lets it go to the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Morris. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab on the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Finds some fresh air. Keeps it and gets the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Cavaliers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23. And the Cavaliers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The give on the option. Turning it on. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Cavaliers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That last one leaves him 8 yards away from pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And they get him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Brown will throw it. Snagged out of the air. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The offense changing the play. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Turns it loose. He's got it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Stanford wants to push the pace. Just keep slinging it. Got a man. It's Williams.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Fires to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Got out of trouble and throws. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. The defense making a play.